Hey everybody, this is absolutely not Bruce Campbell, and absolutely not starring in Project Zomboid Ash Williams, which originally aired live on Twitch. Let's get started. Because it's, so it can hold up to 60 kilos. And I'm just going to eat a tomato. It can hold up to 60 kilos, and I'll show you the gasoline usage in a second. You know, here, take the worm. I don't need the worm. Yeah, you can make a jar of preserved potatoes, too. So, if generator info... Oh, you know, we have to sort of reboot this. Off. On. Generator info. Popsicle fridge is only 0.03 more gasoline or fuel than the industrial, the white industrial fridge, but it is 3 times the freezer space. So it's 60 kilos of freezer space, and this freezer over here is a 20 kilo freezer, and this is a 60 kilo freezer. So overall, it does take more fuel to power up a popsicle fridge over a refrigerator, but the industrial refrigerators have 40 kilos of fridge, 20 kilos of freeze, and the popsicle freezer has 40 kilos of freeze. So it is, it's definitely the way to go for freezing things in bulk. All right, I'm going to be heading to Valley Point. Adios, Klein. Take care. So Valley Point, let me bring up my map here. Valley Point's pretty far away. But I'm going to start searching houses. You know, there's a construction site in Valley Point. I'm going to go to the construction site and start at the construction site. Oops. Shouldn't have done that. It was his fault. Came out of nowhere. I basically don't have headlights in this thing anymore. So I've not really searched any of Valley Point other than the... Oh! This is where I had my big accident. Other than the medium warehouse up there. And then some of the Eastern Valley Point stuff when I was searching for the sledgehammer to no avail. So I'm going to be looking for... Let me check my map. Oh boy. Valley Point is kind of far away. So I'm going to be driving here, taking a right. And then drive straight or take a left. Drive straight, take another right, another left. And then it's, I think, my first left. Valley Point might be a little bit less densely populated than, Hey, Yoda, you want to say hi? Man, he's in such a mood today. Valley Point might be a little bit less densely populated than West Point, though. So there's that advantage. So drive straight until it tees. So to my right is a train station. There's seldom... Oh, jeez. Man, my headlights are so dead. There's seldom stuff at the train station, so I'm not going to really worry about that. Or the airfield, rather, yeah. Not the train station. The train station will be on my left up here. And if you're wondering, exclamation mark map brings up the map. It's not currently centered to where I am at the moment, but it's, if you just load the map up and then go east-northeast, that will be roughly where I am. Get out of the road. God, rude zombies. Jaywalkers, the whole lot of them. Alright, so now I am in, it will say rest area to the right, which is true. There is a bus station and a diner there. And I want to take my second left. So the first left is here. This is the bus station. And my second left is going to be near the construction site. This still looks pretty densely populated. I'm gonna have to get my hands pretty dirty. Z-walkers, yeah. That's more like it. Alright, so here it is. This is where I want to be. Yeah, it's, it's a little crawling. Can you not die in front of my car? Thank you. I might even have to take my beta blockers. Yeah, let's preemptively take the beta blockers. And I might even want to eat the salad, which would put me a little overweight. Or not overweight, but like full. But I don't want to be excuse me, peckish for the fight. Okay, so I am stuffed. So the construction site is across that rail path there. Pretty close by. Alright, I did see a ton of zombies wandering that direction. So on my right immediately, there's going to be a small shop. It wouldn't hurt to check the small shop. Because you voted primarily... Oh boy, that's a lot of them. You voted primarily on the scavenging. Ooh, that must be my sneak. Yep, sneak level 2. Hey, feedback. Oh, that lady was violating the flag code. Not that anyone follows it. You're not supposed to have American flags on really anything, except for American flags. So says the flag code, I think. All right, hey, over here. Our short blunt's almost level 4. That's pretty exciting. Getting a whole lot more skilled with bashing them with the lead. So we have a little utility shack and a small store, which I'm trying to diligently clear out. I'll take a little bit more risk. I'm not going to draw them so far away. Come on. These zombies are dense. I think because of the weather or something, they don't hear as well. I was asked on YouTube, how do zombies sense you? And they mostly hear and see you, but they can smell you in some unique situations. Like when you have bloody open wounds, they will be drawn to the blood. So they're... Oh, not you. So it is important to, if you're bleeding or bloody, to wash up sometimes. But that might be depending on difficulty, too. That might not be true of all difficulties. There's no one to trade. You are, as far as you'll ever know, the only human in all of Kentucky. Well, in all of this part of Kentucky. So, jewelry at this point has no value. Which is why I never pick it up. I'm a little worried. I can dismantle this door with my welding torch and my welder's helmet. But there was a fair bit of zombies pretty close by, and this isn't exactly the quietest action. I'm just making sure that if they were drawn to it, that I'm ready. Hey, Ron. Thanks for the bits. So we got a propane tank. We got a commercial vehicle magazine that I already know. A bunch of walkie-talkies, hammer, barbed wire, cigarettes, a heavy-duty muffler, a standard rear windshield, nails, a good tire for heavy-duty, lighter, barbed wire, yeah, and twine. I am so massively overweight right now. Let me get back to, oh, there's the Hypnofloof. You want to be the Hypno Colors? There you go. He's actually putting on a little bit of a show. He's been kind of like, in a deep slumber. Oh man, walking made me exerted. So some of these car parts are going to be decent because they're pristine, which is very, very handy. And there's no room for the propane tank in the trunk. Is that true? Yeah, the trunk is nearly full. So I'll put the propane tank in the rear seat. Hopefully that swarm won't be attracted by the car starting. And we'll loot this store if I can even get there. Why is this turning over so much? This is a perfectly intact vehicle. Engine-wise, battery-wise. Time to put the seatbelt on. I mean, I am hurt, but that's just from heavy lifting. Come on. Just to open up. Oh. Okay, that's a thing. Mustard? Let's put this not nested, because I'm not going to need it nested. Instant popcorn, peanuts. Ooh. Raspberry shortbread that isn't rotted? Don't mind if I do. Canned goods? Don't mind if I do. Hey! Ascendancy Dota. How is playing Dota? Because you're almost always playing Dota. I will give you a shout out regardless, but oh, surprise to no one. You're playing Dota. Hope you had some good matches. I have I've had some fair successes. Not a whole lot of complaints. It's been a low-key sort of working on the skills stream so far. I'm right now in a far-flung neighborhood. Ooh, it's an icy. Yeah, we're gonna have to disassemble that icy freezer. For sure. I don't need your money. Okay, we'll put as much of this stuff away as possible. And it's full. Yeah, I've not seen a payphone in quite a while either. So these are the industrial fridges that are really nice, because the fridges that you tend to find in people's homes have a refrigerator capacity of 30 kilos and a freezer of 20 for a total of 50. The industrial fridges have a 40-20, not 30-20, so they have more fridge space, which is nice. Do different vehicles hold different amounts? They do. Absolutely they do. You know, if you have, and even vehicles of the same type that are different conditions hold different amounts. You can damage your vehicle to the point where it does not hold what it otherwise would. And I have done just that to this poor vehicle here. I've beat it up a bit. Okay, we're good to go. I think everything we wanted from that. Well, actually, does that store have a back room? Yes. What about Sunday Driver? Okay, here's the back room. And it's just had some chips. One misclick and I'm dead. Yeah, I mean, it's not an instant death if you eat rotten food as a weak stomach person. Pick up the open sign to decorate the base. I don't know if you can. Oh yeah, I guess you can. Pick that up. Sure, I could do that. Except for my base isn't open. My base, I would say, is decidedly not open. So instead, I'm going to remove the light bulb and use it to replace one of my headlights. Because I've been beating the hell out of my headlights. Let's see, which headlight? My right Headlight is hello, guy. You know, it's rude to, or girl. It's rude to interrupt a man while he's working on his vehicle. Oh, is this the swarm that I saw earlier? Because I hear some pounding. There's definitely zombies behind the building. Well, at least it stopped raining. Alright, so there's bad headlight here. Let's toss it. You move around mostly with WASD. You can right-click to go to, but I would, you know, like walk to here or whatever. But you're gonna have a real hard time playing that way. So hypothetically, if you are, if you have a disability where you can't do WASD, this game is gonna be really tough. It's not a good game to play with physical disabilities. So this is the construction site I wanted to check out before I return home because there's a slim to nil chance of getting a sledgy. I just want to add that climbing a fence blind like this is a terrible idea because you could climb into a horde, but I saw a horde at the front gate, so given between the definite chance of a horde and the slimmer chance of a horde, I'll take slim. Wow, this construction site is really overrun. There's a lot of zombies in it, and then also, it used to be just a sandy lot, and now, as you can see, it is anything but. Yeah, one of the things that, when I raid people that play PZ, one of the things that I see a lot of new players do. Oh, really, Mr. Assault? Okay, it's actually drawing all the zombies away. So thank you, whoever that was. So these two boxes have a decent chance for sledgies. And nah, just planks. Wow, there's actually a laughable lack of stuff here. There's this entire building, there's a comic book. Mertanis, thanks for the sub. On a 3-month streak. Well, what was that? That was just ambient noise. Well, there's another construction cabin. Let me check that out too. I guess there's a chance for there to be stuff over there as well. A comic book and a plank. My RNG is terrible. It is. I'm fine with it. I'll roll with it. You know, makes the game more challenging, but I'm down for challenge. No, this is not really a construction. I'll search it anyway. Aren't I supposed to have a lucky trait? No, I don't think so. There's someone in here, I think. Can't get to the other shelf with that dresser, but I don't think there's going to be the Holy Grail in there. There's some books. Okay, maybe there isn't anyone in here. I really did hear a second zombie. So advanced electricity, let's see. Advanced electricity, I do not need. Never mind. Advanced first aid, I don't need. I read that. Expert first aid, I don't need. Magazine and newspaper, I guess. Advanced cooking, I don't need. I need expert. Advanced mechanics, I don't need. Okay, so a whole lot of books I don't actually need. No ducks. What about food? Canned goods? Oh, there's some pepper. I can also fill my water bottle. It'd be cool if there was a duck. I'd be down. just there wasn't. Let's take the mugs. I already have a rolling pin, garbage bag, matches, and we're good. This little cabin is clear. Alright, so the zombie out here must be on the... Oh, God, let's stay away from that. Oh, sorry. So when raiding, I see new players move through dense trees, which is so unsafe. That's something I commonly see that is extraordinarily dangerous because when you're moving through dense trees, you can't see anything. You can't see where you're going. And it would be so very easy for you to just do that and get bit, grabbed, and murdered. Oh, yeah, I should have dismantled the TV, but I'm not going to turn back. I'm forever moving forward now. There'll be other TVs. All right, let me put this stuff away. I have chips for later. Consulting the map. Let me see. I'm at the construction site. There is a destroyed cabin and burger shop just around the corner. In fact, I don't even really need to drive for it. So let me not bother doing that. Or what? Trying to figure out why these zombies are taking so many hits to die. Much better. Ooh, beta blockers. A denim shirt. You know what? I have a lot of denim shirts back home. We don't really need it. So I've never been in this neighborhood. A book? How? 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 What do you have, battery-operated alarm system? Get out of here. All right, well, I do need this expert electricity book. So I'll take that, and I'll take the newspaper. I don't know. I honestly don't even know. It's like just a glitch. Well, speaking of glitch. Because, like, how is there a working alarm system with no power? Also, you got to consider that this is 1993, so it's not like anyone has like a Tesla backup battery or anything like that. It's just bogus, is what that is. However, it could work to my advantage. It's annoying, but it could work to my advantage because I can drive away, and that house alarm's going to attract. It's going to attract. Well, it's. Oops. Poor car. It's going to attract all the zombies to it. My vehicle's almost already full anyway, so there's an argument to be made. I should just return home. I don't know where I'm going. Where am I? Let me grab the map. So I've just gone through that fence. Is there anything sexy around me? There is a gas station that I could check out that is northeast of me. But I'm also getting drowsy, and being drowsy makes me vulnerable. None of the houses around here have garages, and garages are going to be a much better thing to scavenge than the houses themselves in most cases. As you can see, every zombie for like hundreds of meters got alerted to that house alarm as you see them all commuting and moving. They are very attuned to loud noises like that. You know, every single zombie out here is trying to get over to that house. Oh, you know what? I'm like deep in a field. I shouldn't be here. Let me get out of here. All these stupid sapling trees slow me down. Nope. No fair. I'm off duty. Won't be picking you up. Call an Uber. Well, you'll know what an Uber is in about 20 years. Where am I? I'm in the field, so there's going to be trailer park trailers this way. It's actually not easy to get out of this neighborhood. It's pretty well nested. Ooh, look at that van, though. Hang on a minute. I do have the ability to hotwire. Could you not? Can you kill them? Okay, no. There you go. Whoa! Don't be chewing on me. Carlo, thanks for the follow. I had to say it like that. Or the sub, rather. Kill it! Kill it! You've done this 1,000 times. It should not be that hard for you. All right, so there's a small chance to do some demo derby here, depending on the condition of that truck. The truck doesn't look mint. It looks far from it, but if the tires are okay and the hood is okay, I might be able to rid the world of... No, this is looking pretty rough. But we'll see. Flopping over the fence. I also hear zombies. Oh, boy. My guy's getting a little tired of murdering all these zombies. Oh, and there's more. Okay, come on. I like your purple shoes. Alright, so I'm drowsy and exerted. What I would call a good time to back up. This vehicle is, it's not mint, but it's not terrible either. It has a very good windshield. Its trunk capacity might be excellent too. Let's see. There is, not much. There's some medical supplies in the glove. The trunk can hold 134 or 139 kilos. It's a spacious boy. I just need everybody to piss off. Now, the problem is I have the taxi cab, right? So I'd have to basically decide between taxi cab and and the new truck. Nope, I'm getting too tired. We're gonna have to come back later. I'm drowsy and exerted, and they're starting to swarm. I'd pull it, but there's no way I'm gonna be able to wait for a hot wire, because hot wires take time, and there's now like 15 zombies swarming that truck, so it's gonna be a no. As much as it would be nice, I don't have keys, and it's not necessarily fueled. Oh, I lost my exertion, though. Wow, this neighborhood, because of that stupid house alarm, really went to hell. Thunk. What is that? Is that a rifle? Oh, I shouldn't be staring at the rifle. I should be staring... No, that's just some dude's arm. Yeah, look at this neighborhood. It's terrible now. That, the house alarm really brought everybody. I could come back with a junker and swap. Yeah, absolutely. You can always swap up. But this cab, despite it looking pretty messed up, only really has a damaged hood and windshield. Everything else is pretty fine, so it's most definitely the best conditioned car that I have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to poll all of you for... Hold on, let me put this up. So I would say that resolves the scavenging that you all proposed. So what should I do next? So that there's going to be find a sledgehammer, demo derby, find a vehicle that I can smash up, steal a car for parts, or find a washer and dryer. And then once these new set of 4 is voted on, I'll open it back up for additional submissions. Hey, Rokubungi! Thanks for gifting us up. To Blind Fox. This is the turn I took at like 90 miles an hour and smashed myself up at. We shall not repeat that. Right, buddy? Yoda? Yoda. If I could take your pulse right now. Yeah, I'm sure my pulse jumps, especially during the jump scare, gunfire, and being swarmed and all that. But I got that swarming pretty good. Is that a party hat? No, it's a ponytail. Almost murdered a person over her hat. This car really doesn't have a lot of issues. It has a cracked windshield and a slightly dented front hood. Okay, slightly dented and bloodied front hood. It's not as bad as it looks. It really isn't. It's in better condition than my real life vehicle, which has a flat and I haven't bothered to fix. Oops. Well, her fault. She was in the road. Oh, that's a lot of them. Ooh, yes. That one headlight I replaced is quite nice. I have no idea how I took a neon light and stuck it in a car. That is immersion breaking to me, but it works. Whoa, let's not do that. Go over the rail bridge. And have a smoke. Get out of the rail bridge, you dummies. My driving is why you shouldn't play in the streets. Yep. Don't play in streets, they ain't safe. They're not designed for pedestrians, they're designed for vehicles. All right, let me open my map. So I think at this point, it's what, just like drive straight until... Yeah, okay. Drive straight until right. Back near home. See how pleasantly empty these roads are? That is because I spent... Oh boy. I spent 2 months murdering everything around here, and my home is now surprisingly empty of wandering zombies. For the most part. I've crashed a lot, so I can't really tell you exactly... Oh, I parked backwards. Exactly the ugly crashes, because it's been a lot of little fender benders. I've even hit this truck a few times. It had it coming. It looked at me wrong. Oops, I just actually hit the box truck, too. Alright, so let's take the popsicle fridge. What is this? 15? Oh, okay, 15 pounds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get 15 pounds out of my backpack without removing... Okay. I'll start removing the heavy stuff. This does not track kills per region, no. It just tracks kills. And Misbehaving and Min-Max Gaming, or Max to Min Gaming. Thanks for the follows. You can Frankenstein different vehicles together as long as they are of the same size. So there's different sizes. There's standard, performance, or sport, and heavy. And you can't combine standard, sport, and heavy, but you can take a bunch of different parts from different heavy vehicles and put them into one vehicle. That's a viable thing to do. Okay, let's start putting things away. My recreation reading. I have a little comic book collection now. They're kind of rare. New electricity book. I don't know where garbage bags go. Matches. The scrap electronics. That lovely hum of freezing and refrigeration. Knowing that my base is alive, I love it. Alright, pepper. Mugs. Drugs go over here. Yeah, more vehicle mechanics are indeed planned. Like armored vehicles and the like. Before you get overly excited about that, I'm sure there will be significant drawbacks to them. Nothing that developers ever add to this game is like a I win ha 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 solution. It's always like, oh, the cost of this is really exorbitantly high. Because they do balance, you know, this game has some exploits, but for the most part it's pretty reasonably balanced. Whoa. Big hiccup. When I back up my save, I'll actually restart the game, because that was more than a micro freeze. You're happy to see the YouTube post and that I was fully live? Awesome. Sometimes I wonder if those YouTube posts go out to no one. I do see that people vote on them, but certainly a tiny fraction of those who vote show up to streams. I mean, I'm sure that's just the way it is. But for a lot of my Twitch content, I allow my viewers... In fact, I would go so far as to say I require my viewers to make a lot of the significant decisions. Given that you're the ones that are literally voting on what I do. So it is pretty fun to have people tune in and sort of influence the content. And that's definitely a hallmark of my channel is user input is welcomed. You know, there's a certain level of backseat gaming that I appreciate. Micromanagement is a little bit different, but macromanagement I'm all for. Yeah, if you're wondering about the extra duck, I went back to get the original one. This was a thing that we voted on. Yeah, I even play games that people suggest that I play, taking, you know, all levels of feedback. So we have two... Oh, no, this tire is very battered. But we have one really good tire now. That's good. Yeah, posts on YouTube are pretty bad. That's why every time I have the chance to pitch Discord, I pitch Discord. Because Discord, I am pretty fairly respectful about not pinging people for things that they don't want pings for on Discord. But if you sign up... So if you join Discord and you sign up for the role of Twitch, every time I go live, I will, a few hours prior to going live, I will release a like a ping for everybody. Plus, I have a website which has the full schedule as well. So Rhadamant.com more or less has my schedule in its entirety as well, and I keep that up to date nearly daily. So that, you know, if I have an impromptu stream, I will let people know. But probably the best way to do it is to join Discord, because I use Discord more than anything else, for sure. Yeah, I've never not pinged at Twitch when I go live for live streams. Oh, here's another freeze. Okay, there we go. A unbelievably fun game that sometimes just likes to freeze up. At least it seldom happens when I'm fighting. Yeah. And then the website has news and that kind of stuff too. I try to make a very big effort in keeping people in the know. So if you want to catch every stream, like Glitch here just about has, you know, I don't keep secrets. Because how would that even benefit me? You know? Yeah. All right. Unfortunately for you all, now that I have a base organization, it means when I get back to the base, I have to put... Well, I don't have to, but I'm sort of obliged to put things back in the spots that they belong. Like electric stuff in the electrical box and building stuff in the building box. I'm going to count... Well, propane's actually metalwork. So let's put that in the metalwork box. There's still some boxes that are missing, for sure. And there's a lot more organization that needs to be done. But, I don't know, I'm pretty good at it at this point. And then in our backpack, we have the popsicle fridge. So once I run out of freezer space for the initial freezer that we set up, we'll have this second icy freezer. I really don't see a scenario where I'm going to need a third. If I do end up needing a third, I have been one productive dude in the farm. Because I could be wrong about the exact numbers, but I think it's something along the lines of most farmed stuff will spoil within 25 days. So if I have a 60-kilo freezer full of food, I am likely not going to need another 60 kilos for frozen stuff. You know what I mean? It's not so much about like, it's just not worth anything at that point, because the food will spoil and become, I guess it could become compost, but it's going to spoil before I'm ever going to use it, which is why I don't need that much. The welding torch is used for metalwork, the propane torch. So when you're disassembling things for metalwork, that's when you use the welder's mask and the propane torch. All right, I think we're all set. I'm gonna back up the save. So yeah, I always pitch Discord because it is, for YouTube and Twitch, getting notifications is kind of like a crapshoot. I have no idea if it's actually going to get, if people are going to get notifications or not. Sometimes Twitch sends them out, sometimes they don't. For YouTube, they only send out a certain amount per day, I think, which is 3. So if I've aired 3 episodes of stuff on YouTube, which is very common, I do it almost every day, you're not going to get a post announcement. And then for Twitch, they only put out announcements every 4 hours. Oh yeah, I should restart too. True. Because I started hiccuping bad. For Twitch, it's every 4 hours. So if I like end a stream and then within 4 hours start a new one, you won't get the notification for the new one either. So then it relies on Discord, and that's why most streamers that like do it for work will either use Discord or Twitter. And I'm not much of a Twitter user, so I use Discord. And all the alerts on the Discord channel are opt-in. And you can also just mute the whole server if you wanted to. You don't actually have to sign up for alerts. Welding rods are used for metalwork, yeah. Yes, indeed. Going to sleep at 2 in the morning. So if you take a look at the Twitch channel in Discord, you'll see that I make announcements somewhere between 2 to 4 hours prior to every stream, letting everybody know when I'll be live, what I'll be playing, if there's something to vote on prior, because sometimes there is. So tomorrow, for instance, I'll be making an announcement about what I'm going to play on stream tomorrow night, as an example. So tomato and radish. This is going to be an interesting salad for once. Where is cabbage? Way down there. I can't put a door to replace the window because I don't have a sledgehammer. That is a sledgehammer only thing. So I'd love to, but it's physically not possible. Not until I get a sledgey. All right, rename. This is going to be the Rallad. I don't know. I'm not very creative. All right, and we're gonna eat the whole thing. It actually sounds pretty good. I mean, it has no dressing, so I'd want dressing on it, IRL. Whoa, and we are full to bursting. All right, dude. We got a Rallad salad. Can I make a Rallad now? No, apparently it's not. I don't know, whatever. Okay, you were voting on washer dryer. Got it. I do believe there's a washer dryer northwest of me, so I'm gonna head there. Make sure there's nothing in my inventory I don't want. Oh, farming. So I never got the farming book I need. No, I haven't. So I'm just gonna keep farming regardless of whether I have the book or not, because All right, so these tomatoes are seed bearing, and that's it. So I have 3 tomato plants to harvest. Am I running all 3 generators at once? No, I'm only running the leftmost. The other generators are for if and when the first generator breaks down. My my generator, my mechanical skill is not really high enough to repair the generators, so I have backup generators in case the original ones break down, so that I am not out of power. Because if I was ever out of power, all my food would quickly spoil. Basically, the way it works is freezing, I think, as a general rule of thumb, extends the life of food times 5. It will still rot frozen, but if like something rots in 3 days, well, all right, 5 days I think is the typical rot timer. I'd have to double check, but let's say something rots in 5 days, it will rot in 25 days frozen. And then there's also the possibility of cooking something that is 24 days old in a freezer, and then refreezing that to extend the timer even further. You know what I mean? So there's a possibility of really pushing it if you min-max. Now, given that I have a very, very productive farm, I might not need to push it quite in that way. But yeah. All right, let's go ahead and water these crops and water myself, because my wife just brought me more coffee. Yay, coffee! Yoda does not care. So here, as you can see, because my my farming leveled up, I can see the water meter. I think at level 4, it will show you water meters. I could be wrong about that, but someone could wiki it for me if they are so interested. Yoda seems less grumpy. Yeah. He's a good boy. He just loves me a bit too much, that's all. Oh, the water can water 2 things at full. Cool. I did not know that. Alright, it's empty. And now, you know, if we inspect these plants, you could see well watered, well watered. I don't know why that's orange and well watered. Maybe it's overwatered? I don't actually know what that means. And none of the ones I've inspected so far have diseases. These cabbages here, these 4 cabbages are going to be ready to harvest pretty soon. Is Yoda a people food baker? Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Ah, it's overwatered? Okay. Well, I mean, it got rained on, so it's not like I had much of a choice in that matter. Yeah, Yoda will beg for certain food way more than others, so he will, he's a total pain in the butt to eat certain citrus, like clementines around, bananas. I know bananas aren't citrus, they're berries, but bananas, clementines, that's his jam. Peanut butter. He goes wild for those 3. But meat, not so much. He doesn't, he's not wild for meat. So if I'm looking for a washer and dryer, I think it still makes sense for me to venture into neighborhoods I've never been in before. So I think what I'm going to do is hit the neighborhood just west of the elementary school. Yeah, peanut butter on bananas would drive him wild. Yeah, raspberries and strawberries are not berries. Bananas are berries. It's very strange. I think even pineapples are berries. Every time I mention semantics like this, and I'm wrong, Lord knows I'll be overcorrected on YouTube. Like, I'll say something that's, like, close to being right, and then I'll have, like, 15 comments correcting me. So I'm a little... At this point, I don't even... Maybe I'll just stop sharing random facts that I'm not totally certain about, because people are welcome to correct me when I'm wrong, but once is enough. I hope you have enjoyed my Absolutely Not Bruce Campbell starring live in episode 38 of Project Zomboid. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream, Rhadamant.com has all of the links and information you need. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, everybody.